In today's video, we're going to be talking about the precious metals, but we also have to talk about the stock market being as high up as it is right now and why I believe it might be a false alarm. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today we're going to be talking about both silver and gold. We're going to be talking about the spot price of the precious metals and what some of my plans are moving forward, but we also have to talk about the stock market because it's way higher up than where it probably should be, and I personally believe this might be a false alarm and investors should be careful. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Got the limited edition Christmas line, which is helping raise a little bit of funds and awareness for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. The link will also be in the description. Tell 3 friends before the end of the month. They're going to give you a free share of Apple with the chance of getting 2, 3, 5, 7, maybe even 10 free shares of Apple. And today's the last day. For every friend that you refer, you get 6 free random bonus stocks. That's 18 for free, plus a spin on the spin wheel where you're going to win 1 to 10 shares of Apple. Webull link in the description. So today is Thursday, December 23rd, 2021. The current spot price of silver, as I'm filming the video, is $22.70. It's down 9 cents or down 0.39%. A mild red day for silver. Spot price of gold is $18.0140. It's down $2.60 or down 0.14%. An even more mild red day for gold. And of course, the gold to silver ratio is in the 79-to-1 range. But again, that's as I'm filming the video, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be talking quite a bit about silver and gold. But before we can even get into the money, I think we need to first talk about the currency. Now, this is going to be somewhat of a summary of the last week or so, as well as some of my expectations for the rest of the month. A couple days ago, I posted a video going over how much financial news we've received and have been bombarded with this month, and that some of the key catalysts were finally a thing of the past, at least for now. Like, for example, the December debt ceiling deadline and the possibility of a December government shutdown, things like that. The list goes on. These catalysts were causing massive amounts of uncertainty in the markets, and uncertainty causes volatility. And volatility causes investors to panic sell, and panic selling causes even more unnecessary red. It was just chaotic. So, if you mix all of that fear, uncertainty, and doubt with seeing the markets go bonkers, I think it's really just been information overload for a lot of us, which is why I said a couple of days ago that I'm hoping the rest of this year can give us a little bit of just peace and quiet. After these big catalysts had been resolved or pushed to a later date, we started seeing some green days, and then boom, over the weekend, this past weekend, we learned that 46 had this big, important, urgent announcement to make, which is already enough to make the market go crazy on Monday, but the alert that we received was that he won't be telling us what the urgent information is until Tuesday. Now, I try to go about everything with logic. I'm not one of those people on Twitter that thinks everything in the world is a lie and say all types of crazy nonsense. But part of me actually started to think, what if the reason we have to wait until Tuesday is so that the big dogs, the top dogs, the people with inside information have a 24-hour notice or a full trading day on Monday to sell what's about to crumble and buy what's about to go up after the announcement on Tuesday. I mean, why else would you wait until Tuesday after telling us how urgent something is on Saturday? Didn't make sense. Sure enough, as expected, on Monday, everything fell. The S&P 500, the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq were all down 1.5% to 2%. A lot of individual stocks were down far more than that. Silver and gold were down. The digital currencies were down. Even Apple, the stock that seems to do nothing but go up, dropped by quite a bit. Which, by the way, speaking of Apple, make sure to go and get your free share of Apple. You get 1 to 10 on the spin wheel if you refer 3 friends before the end of the month. Time is running out, and today is the last day. For every friend that you refer, you get 6 free random stocks. That's 18 free random stocks, plus a spin on the spin wheel where you're guaranteed 1 to maybe even 10 shares of Apple. Don't pass up on an opportunity. We will link in the description. But point being is that everything fell, which almost solidified what I thought might happen regarding a little bit of insider trading, but it was also due to a massive wave of retail investors panic selling as well, expecting really bad news like potentially another March of 2020 style economic shutdown. People went into this crazy panic selling frenzy on Monday. But then on Tuesday, the market was surprisingly green, not by much, but still up from the day before. And then we found out what the big, important, urgent update was, which was that Christmas, for the most part, should be safe to celebrate, and that test kits are still unavailable, but eventually will be. That's the big, important, urgent update summarized. I made a whole video dissecting it yesterday. If you want to go watch that for some more information, you should probably do so. But kind of a non-announcement, if you ask me. I thought it was kind of anticlimactic to create this frenzy just to tell us close to nothing, but alright. Kind of makes you wonder if the retail investors were almost tricked into panic selling on Monday so the big dogs could buy in, like the opposite of what I thought could potentially be a possibility. Rather than a 24-hour notice to sell, a 24-hour notice to buy. Not to sound like a crazy Twitter person, just because it makes sense in theory doesn't mean it aligns with reality. It's just something to think about. But now, as for today, silver and gold are both mildly in the red, while the stock market is pretty decently in the green. I mean, we got the S&P 500 up 0.64%. We got the Dow Jones up 0.65%. We got the NASDAQ up 0.52%. Things are looking pretty green today. Now, for the most part, the market has been green pretty much all year, which isn't a bad thing, but we've been a little too green. I mean, for example, the S&P 500 is up almost 28% in the last year, which is A, abnormal, but B, not even supposed to be happening anyway, considering we should be in the red. Tech has been carrying the weight of the entire market. Now, it makes sense for the tech sector to have done well this and last year, but we're way higher up than what actually makes sense. Like, we seem to be in a massive tech bubble right now, and if and when it bursts, the entire market is going to crash because, again, tech is carrying the entire market. This time around, I think it would probably have a way bigger impact than times in the past because, let's be honest, look how many people are involved. Up until recently, the little guy didn't have any meaningful involvement. Nowadays, everyone and their brother, everyone and their dog seems to be investing. And not for nothing, but everyone and their dog doesn't really seem to know what they're doing either. And I believe nowadays, now that everyone seems to be involved in the market, I think it's going to cause a lot of people to get completely wiped out. So my suggestion is this. My suggestion, non-financial advice suggestion, is to play it safe. Make sure you are diversifying. If something falls or crumbles or tanks or even goes to zero, you'll have other assets to help keep you afloat. So now, I'm going to circle back like I'm Jen Psaki.
Circle back, I'll circle back. I'll have to just circle back. We can circle back. I'm happy to circle back. I can circle back.
The point of the video is that, yeah, the stock market is way up, but I think it's potentially a false alarm, especially right now, considering I've been anticipating somewhat of an end of the year sell-off anyway, with a huge portion of the market being absurdly overvalued I think people are absolutely going to be taking profits during these crazy highs. I think people are also going to be selling some of their losing positions as well to offset some of their gains as a means of tax loss harvesting. And I think right now is the best time for them to do so, considering taxes are expected to go up on wealthier individuals next year. So for tax reasons, it's probably wiser to sell this year, before that happens. So if you ask me, all signs seem to point to a sell-off within the next week, before the new year. It's not a prediction, it's more of a math equation for me. And of course, I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong here. I've been wrong in the past, and I'll be wrong again in the future. If I end up being wrong on this one, I'll say it. I'm not one of those BSers that claim when I'm right, it's because I'm smart, and when I'm wrong, it's not actually because I'm wrong, it's because it's rigged and manipulated. Nope, I don't deflect. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Just like how when silver surpassed $20 last year, I didn't think that would happen. I said, no way. It'll probably be years before we see that happen again. And then it happened. And I was the first to say, silver proved me wrong. But hey, by the way, now that we're talking about silver, look what we have on screen right here. We have a lot of the usuals. We got some 90% over here. We got some more 90% over here. This is actually pretty symmetrical now that I look at it. We got some type 1 silver eagles. We got some type 2 silver eagles. We got a couple of 10-ounce bars. We got a 5-ounce bar. We got 2 1-ounce bars. And we got some creatures of the north. That's all I really have on screen today. I have a little bit of gold next to me. But since we're on the subject, since we're talking about precious metals, I thought it was probably pretty important to point out that yes, both silver and gold are currently in the red. As I'm filming the video, again, it might be in the green by the time this video comes out. I'm filming it at like 10 a.m., but I'm posting it closer to 6 p.m. Reason I do that is because I post the video earlier in the day in the Precious Metals VIP Club, where I do live streams, giveaways, and a whole bunch more. Link in the description if you want to become a VIP Club member. But I post the video in the VIP Club usually between 1 and 2. And then it comes out to YouTube a couple hours later. So if you want to watch it early and commercial free, VIP Club. But even though silver and gold at the time I'm recording the video are technically in the red, it's not really anything of significance. I mean, silver, for example, it's only down 0.39%. Gold is down even less than that, down 0.14%. That's not anything of significance. Silver's only down 9 cents for the day. Whether it's up 9 cents or down 9 cents, it doesn't really make a bit of a difference when it comes to stacking. That's not exactly the red day I look for. Of course, I love the red days. I celebrate the red days, but that's, you know, you might as well not even call it a red day. I mean, what's 9 cents? If you're picking up, let's just say, 5 ounces of silver or 10 ounces of silver, what's it going to save you, $1? It's not anything of significance. So I wouldn't worry too much about when silver's in the red or when silver's in the green, when percentage-wise, it's barely up or it's barely down. To me, that's barely even worth noting. The only reason I bring it up is because I do a spot price update at the beginning of every single video, so I just wanted to toss that in there at the start of the video. But here we are talking about the silver and the gold. It doesn't matter to me if silver's down 9 cents. It doesn't matter to me if gold is down $2.60. Gold is over $1,800. It doesn't matter to me what $2.60 does to the spot price, or does to the stack price, I should say. Insignificant, couldn't be less relevant. A couple dollars off of something that's almost $2,000. What is that? Minuscule. Doesn't matter to me. I'm going to continue to stack anyway. I'm going to continue to stack on the red days. I'm going to continue to stack on the green days, preferably on the red days, so I can get hopefully a little bit better of a bang for my buck. But I'm clocking out for the rest of the year. We only have about a week left of the year anyway. I've gotten my fair share of silver this month, last month, every month. Didn't get any gold this month. That was by design. I picked up 3 pieces of gold last month, and I decided I'm going to wait it out until January. I'm clocked out on gold. I picked up some silver this month, And now at this point, I think I'm clocked out on silver until the new year, unless, of course, a crazy opportunity presents itself to me, but I don't believe that will be happening within the next, 8 days? Unless something happens, sure. I wouldn't be against going after an opportunity. I've never been one to say no to an opportunity. I've never been one to be closed-minded. Sure. I'm sitting on a little bit of cash right now, and that's because I plan on coming in hot in January. But hey, if an opportunity presents itself to me within the next 8 days, I won't say no. But generally speaking, I don't think I'm going to be getting anything else for the rest of the year. We only have a week and a day left, and the rest of this year is going to be pretty hectic and chaotic for me. We got Christmas just 2 days away. We got the entire Christmas weekend. Then we have the last week of the year, which is going to lead into New Year's Eve and then New Year's Day. And it's just probably a little bit too much to be worrying about driving myself on over to the local coin shop or really driving myself to do anything. I don't really even want to drive myself to work right now with how many crazy people are driving around looking for Christmas presents and ways to waste money. But when it comes to the silver and the gold, moving on into the new year, moving on into 2022, I'm actually pretty eager and excited because I'm going to be pretty much doing what I've been doing for the last couple of years, but I really want to double down. I really want to make sure that I'm using the precious metals even more so this upcoming year as the base or the foundation of absolutely everything when it comes to the multifaceted financial preparation system. See, that's what I've been doing for the last couple of years anyway, but I want to make sure 2022 is even more laser focused. I want to make sure that 2022, I go even harder on the silver and the gold. I want to make sure that I get as much as possible, and I have no idea what spot price is going to do. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have a clue in the world. There are so many different factors that play a role. There's a whole long list of factors, and everything on the list of factors has a separate list of sub-factors. There are so many things that go into what the spot price is. So I personally don't worry too much about when this little itty-bitty thing is going on. Oh no, it's going to cause spot price to go up or down. No, because silver and gold, they rely on so many different things to determine what the spot price is. So I don't worry about little things. I try to look at the bigger picture. But something that I read a couple of days ago, it wasn't in reference to the spot price of silver and gold, but if you're talking about valuations, if you're talking about really anything like that, a lot of the time, even though they don't correlate 100%, a lot of the time they go hand in hand. And the quote or the phrase was something along the lines of that it's something important to, keep in the back of your head that all-time highs will eventually become new lows. And this is something that we talked about during last night's 4-hour-long VIP Club live stream. I go live every single Wednesday night, so if you want to tune into multiple hour-long live streams on a weekly basis, plus I go live on Monday mornings for the market open, VIP Club link will be in the description. But we were talking about this for a little while yesterday, and I think it's important to remember. Silver's all-time high is about $50. It's gone to $50 in the past. On another occasion, it got very close to $50. I think it went to $49 and change or something like that. Got very close to $50 for a second time. So we know for a fact that silver can go to $50. We've seen it happen. History has told us that it's possible. You can't say that it's not possible. It's already happened. That's like saying I can't make a video. I've already made a video. I think I've proven myself able to make a video. So with silver's ability to go to $50 an ounce, we know that that's possible. But what we don't know to be possible is that if silver can sustain itself at $50. Can silver go to $50? Yes. Can silver go to $50 and stay at or above $50? We don't know yet. That has not been proven to us just yet. But if and when that day comes where silver goes to $50 and stays at $50 or climbs above $50, let's just say it goes to $60 or $70. Right now, in December of 2021, $50 is the all-time high. It hasn't gone above $50. But let's just say it goes to $55 or $60, just as arbitrary number. It could see a little bit of a healthy pullback or a small correction that brings it down from $60 down to $50, at that point, sometime in the future, it might be next year, it might be 10 years from now, who knows? Imagine the day where the spot price of silver goes from $60 and falls down to $50. Do you have any idea how many people, however distant in the future that will be, how many people would be celebrating over that? Like, oh my God, the spot price of silver just fell $10. People are going to be diving in. You want to know why? It's because they weren't diving in at $22, $23 an ounce silver. $50 right now, today, is obviously an all-time high. But one day in the future, when silver goes beyond $50, if it were to drop back down to $50, that would be a massive red day. All-time highs can become new lows. It's just something I wanted to point out. I thought that was an interesting perspective. I thought that was something good to talk about and something good to mention, something to keep in mind. And that doesn't just go for silver, by the way. It doesn't just go for gold. It doesn't just go for precious metals. It goes for absolutely everything. Now, obviously, nothing in the world is guaranteed to see new all-time highs. If something saw an all-time high 3 years ago and it's been on the decline ever since, it might never, ever go back to that previous all-time high. It might never, ever break a new record. That's important to remember. Just because something saw an all-time high in the past and it's down at this point doesn't guarantee that it will go up and above where it went at one point in history. Something to remember. But something that's rock solid, something that is of value, something with intrinsic value, something that has purpose, something that's usable, something that's real, something that's important, something that's crucial, something that's mandatory, something that at the moment many, including myself, like silver for example, would consider to be incredibly undervalued. I think silver is so far beyond where it can possibly go in the future. Now, I don't know for sure where silver can go in the future. I can definitely see it doubling from where it's at today, because guess what? That would bring us right back to about almost $50. I believe silver can and will go back to $50. I believe silver can and will go above $50. I think silver can triple in value. I think silver can quadruple in value. Anything above that, anything beyond that, I mean, we're going to have to wait and find out. But as I always say, I'm not in silver looking for it to double or triple in value, because if it doubles and triples in value, it just really doubles and triples in dollar bill value. It's not like the silver changes in any way. A 10-ounce bar is a 10-ounce bar, whether spot price is $22 or whether spot price is $9 or whether spot price is $250. It's still 10 ounces of silver either way, so that's the way I try to look at it. I try not to attach the dollar bill value too much. The reason I bring it up, the reason I talk about it is mainly because it's an interesting talking point, and who doesn't like to see the numbers fluctuate the way that they do? But don't get too attached to the fiat value price tag that's stuck onto the silver. That's not what's truly important. That's not what we should be 100% lasered in focused on. It's just something I wanted to bring up. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments, and if you can leave me 2 comments. Number 1 saying, what are your thoughts on the stock market being as high up as it is right now today? Does it make sense to you? Do you think that the stock market, for the most part, is absurdly overvalued? And do you think that right now, with everything being in the green, seeing almost nothing but green every day, green, 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 do you think it's somewhat of a false alarm? And then, of course, in comment number 2, what are your thoughts on the spot price of silver and gold right now? What is the spot price, first and foremost, as you're watching the video? Again, this is coming out hours after I'm filming it. But if you can let me know, what are some of your strategies moving on into 2022 when it comes to stacking the precious metals? And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout-outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button like Tyron Woodley hit the canvas on Saturday night.
Just step into the... Oh!
Also hit that subscribe button for new videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Bunch of brand new videos over there. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have a ton of different designs, t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, and coffee mugs, which are up for grabs. But until Christmas, only a couple days left, you can get the DYDSS Christmas line, limited edition, and it's helping us raise funds and awareness for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It's for a good cause. It's helping children with cancer, and you only have about 2 days left to get one. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. Make sure to also go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. The link will be in the description. If you refer 3 friends before the end of the month, you will get a spin on the Webull wheel where you're guaranteed a free share of Apple with the chance of winning 2, 3, 5, 7, maybe even 10 free shares of Apple. And this particular promo ends today. For every friend that you refer, you get 6 free random bonus stocks. So if you just simply tell 3 friends about it today, you get 18 free random stocks plus a spin on the spin wheel where you're guaranteed 1 to 10 free shares of Apple. Do not pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, everything shared in today's video, whether it be about the stock market or whether it be about the precious metals, what are your thoughts? If you can leave me 2 separate comments, the first one being your response to the first half of the video where I talked about how I personally think the stock market, I think all of this green might be a false alarm. I think we're probably more than likely going to see an end of the year sell-off. What is your response to that? You agree? Do you disagree? Do you not care? Let me know. And then when it comes to the second half of the video, if you can leave me a second comment, what are your thoughts on the spot price? What is the spot price first and foremost as you're viewing the video? And what are your plans or strategies moving on into 2022? When it comes to the new year, are you going to be shifting things up at all? Are you going to be focusing more of your attention on gold this upcoming year? Maybe more of your attention on silver? Maybe you're going to scale back on stacking a little bit and put your currency elsewhere. Maybe you're going to double down on the silver and gold and try to get even more this upcoming year than you did this current year. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.